Welcome back to another podcast. I'm your host Victor Long, my co-host Mark. How you doing, sir?
I'm good.
Welcome back. How you been? How was new?
Nothing much. I mean, we just got back. I know we probably said this on another episode because we recorded ahead of time, but we are officially back.
Yeah.
Vacation was it was good. It was nice.
Success.
Yeah, hot but fun.
Yes, we made the most of it. Learned a lot. I told Quinn yesterday. I was like, I forgot what led to this. I do know, but it's too much to explain. I was just like, I've seen him trip enough times during our trip in DR to know that he wouldn't make it during a zombie apocalypse. I was just like, there was too many times where he would just trip over anything, and I would just be like, damn, bro, like that would have been it right there. We would have been running.
Exactly.
I would have to be like, Q, like
shit, turn back,
get up.
You're just like, he's like, help me. Or like,
but what can I do though?
But
really, like they already bit your leg.
I already bit your leg, bro. It's like
I'm man enough to admit I can't carry you on my back.
Look, we just gonna have to agree that it's over, bro.
If I could fight him off, I'll fight him off and chop your leg and ask questions later. But like, if you can't get up, then what can we do here, really?
We're not gonna be able to find no crutches.
Like
it's
what quality of life are you living after that? After
exactly,
that point,
you know,
do you want us to pick you up? Is the real question at that point.
True. He'll probably say yeah. Like, fuck yeah.
Like, I want y'all to carry me, nurse me back to health,
exactly.
Build me a prosthetic leg.
We're gonna find something.
He gonna be one of those bulls where like he just builds some contraption, you know, like exactly. This week it's like he had legs before it started, he lost them, made some crazy wheelchair that allows him to still be just as safe.
Jetpacks, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the vacation was a good time, good food, good times. I feel like we carried the vibes no matter where we went.
Exactly.
Despite what was going on.
100%, man.
We kept shit going.
I don't know what it is. I mean, this is nothing to my Dominican people out there. It's just I felt like there was a lot of hostility a little bit there, here and there.
It could also be we were around a lot of travelers as well. Like we were around a lot of other, what's it called? People on vacation. Tourists. That's the word. So they probably be sick and tired.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like a lot of times we weren't doing nothing. A lot of times we were just there trying to figure out like what's good here to eat, or like how do things run here, because we weren't trying to step on no toes. But I feel like everybody there was just like, look, we do this every day. And I'm just like, I get it.
Yeah.
But this is our first time.
Yeah.
We're just trying to have fun. Help me help you. I'll slide you like $5 most, because you know y'all be trying to take our money, but I'll slide you that, you know, we just be cool. But you know.
Probably got mad Dominicans about to be mad at us.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get it. Like,
I
don't.
You're right. And that's what we were trying to help. We try to get some help on that, but you know.
But definitely, hopefully more trips in the future, because now I got this travel bug in me. I'm just like, I want to go everywhere. And yeah, it was a good time. Other than that, I feel like ever since I got back, it was just like, I don't want to. The same thing as last time I told you when I got back from my trip. Shit just went left, because my stomach been in shambles since I came back, and I'm like, yo, like I was fine when I was over there. Like I was eating everything and anything. Everybody was cool, no problem, except for Quinn. You know, he had his foot problem, and I'm not gonna put stuff out there. I'm done.
No, but he did have an issue. He took a shower, and then we were like, oh, he's good. And then for some reason we heard the water go on again, and we were like, what happened?
That wasn't even for me. It was the fact that I'm like, yo, like he was taking a shower, and I got like a Instagram DM. I'm like, bro, why are you DMing in the shower? And I guess I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good time. I got back and then immediately just had like a stomach bug, and I'm just like, what the heck, bro? Like I was chilling. Like I ain't drink the water over there. I ain't do nothing stupid. We ain't eat nothing bad, really. Like all the food was like average to above average.
I don't know. I'm surprised, because I didn't have no issue. I was perfectly fine. I told you like the first 2 days though. The day we were literally traveling, I was like, I had to take a shit. I had to take a shit, and I don't know what it was, but that layover flight must have like pushed my shit back in.
The change in aviation, it shot it up. And
I think it did, because I didn't have the shit again until like a whole day later. Like that's a big ass delay.
Yeah.
My shit had it overlay. Like I don't know what happened.
It was jet lag.
It was something. But yeah, that was the first time, and then after that, I was kind of like good. My stomach was still a little like, you know, it's not going to be like perfect, but I was still fine. But I didn't have any issues once I got back, so I was chilling.
I came to find out that my dad had a stomach bug, and I was like, I was safer over there.
Why'd I come back?
Yeah.
Why'd you leave me here to this?
Yeah, but like just up until like yesterday, I like finally started to like be somewhat back to
Yeah.
normal. Not all the way back. Oh, I just peeped you still got the bracelet on.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
this John has not left my wrist.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough.
I was like, yo, like I can't take this off on my own.
Yeah, kind of, right? This man fucking taped it or fucking super glued it.
Well, the way he put it on me, it was like skin tight almost.
He
So-
kind of did for me, but I think it just starting to loosen up because it's like
Yeah.
able to go all the way down here now.
Yeah. But yeah, good time. Tried the Mama Juana. Had my family try the Mama Juana. Did you finish your bottle already? You like it?
No.
Oh, you were like, you hit me up asking like how to refill.
Yeah,
Like,
because I
damn.
just I didn't know what the because I got also for Emily's dad.
Mhm.
So
Oh, he probably wanted to know like
yeah,
what
well,
went into it.
not so much. It was more of me like explaining what it was because like he knew what it was, but I don't think he knew exactly like the fact that you didn't have to like keep getting a new bottle. So
Yeah,
I
you could
was-
just remake it on your
exactly.
own.
So I was trying to explain that, but I couldn't remember what the one other ingredient was. I was like, I know it was rum and honey. I knew
Mhm.
those two by heart, but for some reason I
Mhm.
could not remember the last one. And I was like,
Yeah.
bro, what was it?
It's
So
like, why is this beverage? Why is this so red?
exactly. I'm like, there's something about this. But yeah, I figured once you told me, I was like, all right, cool. So now it's like I was able to explain, like, okay, yeah, you don't gotta like, keep getting a new bottle, just refill it. But yeah, Mama Juana, bro, I tell you, that's a different drink, different type of drink. A little
Yeah.
sweet, a little bitter, but
It worked.
gets you going, especially if you're in the, you know what I mean, type of mood.
I was about to say, I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know what mood you're talking about.
Y'all,
But-
if y'all, for all my Dominicans
Yeah.
out there, you see,
Y'all know.
if y'all still here after what I said, y'all know.
Yeah. Q took a picture with a monkey.
True, yeah.
He got soaked on a boat. We
He
made new.
almost died on the boat.
Yes. He almost fell in between two. Anyway, we made new friends, long-term friends.
Yeah.
Faces and names we'll never forget. Good times.
Yeah, man.
New jokes, new memories. That was the biggest thing for me. I was just like, you know what? I was like, it was been a long time where like we hang out a lot and we make new, but like we haven't made like, what are they called? Core memories. We haven't made like a good core memory in a minute. And that was a big one.
Once you just kind of said that now, I kind of like was understanding what you're saying. Like, yeah, like you said, we've been friends for a long time and we joke a lot. And a lot of times we joke a lot about past shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very rare that we joke about past shit from like new stuff we've experienced, So yeah, definitely I think if we want to do that in the future, traveling is definitely something to do, as far as making those new memories. Because at this point, we've been in Philly for long enough that it's like,
So
there's
how
nothing
much?
else to
Yeah.
do. All of our memories are literally here, and we need to try to branch that out a little bit.
But yeah, that was our trip. Good time. We'll move on from that, and we won't rub it in your faces anymore. And other news, since today is Sunday, the day before Labor Day, this time next week, Mark,
next week.
do you know what time it is?
No.
It's time to bring back an old segment. It's been some time.
Oh, yeah.
Football's back, baby.
There you go.
So you know what that means for Mark.
Oh, yeah.
I was getting ready for this on the way over here. Let's see if we can knock these out real quick. NFL season's back. Starting this Thursday is a Thursday night game. Then Sunday, you have your full list of games. And then there was a Monday night game.
Monday night.
For y'all that are new here, because we got a lot of new people, thank y'all for 1,500 subscribers again, because we back at over 1,500. Every week last year, or at least I tried to do it every week, I would ask Mark to give me a couple bets to place in the NFL, because that's mainly the one that I bet on. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do right now. I'm gonna keep it super simple. Simple. I don't know why I said that. Super simple. I'm gonna keep it super simple for you, and we're just gonna pick who's gonna win a specific game. I'm not gonna tell you to do no parlays,
That's fine.
none of that.
Yeah.
If this could come up, please.
You need to slowly put me back into this mood.
Yes,
again.
get you back into the
back
rhythm.
into the rhythm of me betting with your money.
Yes. Only dollar bets.
Yeah, but
Dollar bets.
that's dollars you can't get back, and
Listen,
and
it's
I'm
all
in charge of it.
in my mind. It's already gone.
Oh,
That's how I
Damn.
play.
Oh, damn. Okay,
That's how I play. I already lost
Fine.
it.
Put that shit up more than
If my connection will fix itself right now, it's
Man.
being very dookie, poopy, caca.
Man.
But to speed things along, I'll do it this way. I'll just go to ESPN, see who's playing. You tell me who you think is gonna win, and I'll put them in later. Just because we got a show to run, can't keep the people waiting. Okay, that's what we do. We always think about y'all.
Exactly.
All right. So this week we have Thursday is the very first game of the season. Or you know what? I'm just gonna tell you the games, and you tell me who you think's gonna win. I'm not gonna give you too many options. Keep it simple.
Cool.
KISS. Keep it simple. Stupid. You ever heard that?
Yes.
It's a saying. All right. So let's look at a good matchup. I ask you who you think's gonna win, and I'll put something in for you. I'm not gonna pick anything with the Eagles just to keep emotions out. All right.
Got you.
All right. So this Sunday night, we
night.
have the Cowboys versus the Giants. Who's winning that?
Cowboys.
Cowboys. All right. I'll mark that down. Another game here. Let's look around. Let's see what's good, what's popping around here. Excuse me. Pardon me. Monday night, there's the Bills versus the Jets, and the Jets just got Aaron Rodgers for the first time. So he used to be in Green Bay since the beginning of time.
I think I'll have to go for the Jets then.
Okay. So you think Aaron's gonna pull up, pop off, get shit popping?
Yeah.
And what's that? 2 we just picked? I'll do one more and then just call it a day. Keep it simple. Let's see. What looks fun? What's fun? Let's get a little crazy.
Team will give us something interesting to watch.
Basically, that's all I'm going for here. Last fun game that might be a little bit of a cool little toss up. Let's do who's here? I forget who's here. I'm blanking out. It's okay. Let's do the Thursday game.
Segment.
So Thursday, a Sunday, and a Monday game. That's what we did. All right, Lions, Detroit Lions versus Kansas City Chiefs. Who wins that?
I want to say the Chiefs.
Okay, good call. All right. The Lions are pretty good now.
I was gonna say that.
They've been better in recent years.
I was gonna say, like, I've heard that the Lions have been, getting up there. But as far as like those two teams, I would definitely probably still say the Chiefs.
Yeah, Super Bowl champions.
Exactly. There's no way I can put them down.
But don't be surprised if the Lions this year, make it to like the playoffs or something like that. That's,
they have to show off a little bit and show that they actually can do stuff in order to get better teams in the future. So
then they making moves. They got a new running back. Their quarterback is doing his thing, and they got a new receiver that's been like a big deal. So, all right, those are your picks this week. Let's see how you do.
Cut to it.
I'll try and I'll also keep track this season, see how you do. Try as much as I can.
Yeah, hopefully I'm doing good and I don't mess your money up.
It's all good. So yeah, that's good. Football's back. I'm excited. It makes my work way more exciting. And then a month after that, we'll have basketball. So then I really won't be bored at work anymore because I can only take so much baseball before I want to like. There's only so many times you can talk about home runs. You know what I mean?
True. There's nothing else that really happens. Because the other stuff is like very rare.
Yeah, and it's like it's not an Olympic year. We don't have a World Cup. That was last year. We don't have anything else. And then it's like, okay, maybe if we have boxing or UFC.
That stuff is like always going, but it's just like very rare when you get like a good card and stuff
that,
like that,
and it's only one day out the week. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's very rare.
But yeah, it is what it is. Speaking of World Cup stuff though, that like in July, I believe it was like the Women's World Cup.
I think
if you didn't, it passed. Yeah. It was in Australia and New Zealand. I don't know if you know, but Spain won, right?
That's nice.
Have you heard about the controversy going around this whole situation though at all? So the women's team won from Spain. They were very dope. They're like some of the players are very young. They're awesome stars, whatever. A lot of long-term players were in there as well. USA got upset because they were supposed to be the favorites and they lost very early on. Very unfortunate. And a lot of players were like, "Oh, this might be my last one." So our team's gonna look a little different in a couple years. Point is, Spain won. Spain. And like the men's World Cup, same thing. You win. You got the whole podium out. You got to get the trophy. Everybody goes up there and it's like and they get all celebrate. Cool times, happy times for Spain. What the problem is that
the problem.
Yeah. I forget what exactly his position is. I don't know if he was like a GM or it was like somebody high-ranking person that works with the team of Spain for the women's team. He went on a stage, and everybody was.
The ideas are just popping in my head.
Yeah,
like what you could say right now, and there's a lot of them.
So, I forgot to flip that. That's pissing me off.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
They were doing the ceremony, and obviously, like before they go up, you have coaches up there, you have everything going on. So the guy is up there. I forget his name. I'm sorry, Spaniards. Not really. Sign on. So he was giving hugs to each player. It's like, come here. I'm so happy. Good, great job. I'm so proud of you. I told you can do it. We're in Spain, right? We're in Europe, so it's just like, mwah! It's a lot of that. A lot of double cheek kiss.
What is the bull? What was that bull we talked about that one time? That was the kind of like Gandhi.
Oh, the Dalai
Dalai
Lama.
Lama. There's a lot of Dalai Lama going on.
Yeah, kind of. But it's double cheek kiss. You know, simple
That's a little.
European
That's a little subtle. Yeah, yeah,
European
yeah. Of
stuff. Like
course,
ma, get out of here.
Get your ass out of here. Mwah, mwah.
So doing that, it was in the line. The video that came out was on live television. It was like 10 girls going up. Obviously, it's the soccer team. You know, they got to get everybody through. The guys up, like one of the guys that manages everything. It's like, ma, it's gonna be, get out of here. So it's doing that.
Ah.
And it gets up to a certain player. It's like one of their star players, long tenured players who's been playing for Spain for a long time. So a lot of double cheek kisses. Well, from what I'm seeing from double cheek kisses and the hugs, already seem creepy. Not gonna lie. Like you know how like obviously if you're in Europe and you're used to that stuff, it seems and it looks natural. You know, you go over to see Wella, you give her a cheek. It's natural. It's easy. It's with love.
Exactly.
I didn't get that vibe from this video. It seemed very uncomfortable, and the hugs were a little stronger. And then the girls weren't giving that same energy. It was like, oh, like let me hug you strong back. You know. Yeah, like if it's both ways, then it doesn't look weird. But if one person's like, and the other guy's like, I love you so much, then it's like creepy weird.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Yeah. Maybe this guy though just is like
Passionate guy, just won the World Cup.
passionate, but also just like maybe it's been a while. You know, like he hasn't seen something like been able to win,
which is true.
Exactly.
For it is true because the U.S. women's have been dominating for a long time.
Exactly.
And even before that, I believe it was like Canada or like France or like other countries like that were even close. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going on, and I'm like, oh, this is weird. Because when I saw the tweet, it was like, oh, like, you know, controversy because this guy did this to this person. I don't know who they are. I don't know what they look like. So I'm waiting. So I'm waiting to see what they're talking about. And I'm seeing all these hugs. I'm like, yo, which one is it? Because these all look creepy. And then it gets to the girl that in question, and instead of double cheek, because he just straight up kisses her on the mouth.
Okay.
Yeah. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's the problem.
This is what everybody's been talking about.
And I was like, yeah, that's not cool. She didn't seem comfortable about it. Now, she went out after the fact and was like, yeah, like, that was weird. Like, she was like, I didn't feel comfortable. That's not something we do. I'm cool with the hug and the double cheek kiss because that's just
he thought
passionate moment. But, like, why did I get the mouth kiss?
True. That would be a little weird for me to see that after, like, going down
after
the line.
9 people got cheek kisses? What the fuck?
Were you just that tired? Were you lazy for the double? Yeah,
so
awkward.
So she said that. The guy responded was like, she's like, it was bullshit. Like, she's tripping.
She's crazy.
She basically gaslit her.
She got too much.
He put out a statement just being very unapologetic about it. Regardless if it was like she's tripping or not, like that's not your call to make. Like you just have to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. That's my bad. Like don't tell her how she's supposed to feel, bro. Like
yeah, I think it would have just been fine if he would have just been like my bad.
But he didn't do that at first. Then he got in trouble again. And then he was like, oh, my bad.
Ah, they got me twice. Okay.
Yeah.
I got to apologize now.
And now, mind you, this isn't even the reason I'm bringing this up to you. There's more.
Wow.
So obviously after this happened, there was like a little investigation because it's like, this is his job. This is technically like workplace harassment kind of situation here. It has to be like, it has to be looked into. It has to be addressed. There has to be some type of repercussions if it was out of line.
He needs to be stopped.
Because I don't care how many times I do a good job at my place of work. If my boss came up to me and kissed me on the mouth, we're going to have a couple questions.
Yeah.
So
I'll give you 10,000% more raise.
Yeah. Ma.
You want to leave? Come on. You don't say anything. He just kisses you. He's like, that's what I thought. It's like, okay.
So, yeah, questions raised. So there's an investigation going on. I don't know what that current status of the situation is with that investigation. But what I heard and the reason I'm bringing this up to you today is because the guy's mother, since she heard that her son was being investigated for all this stuff, she went on a hunger strike.
I don't see the relation. But
yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, that's one. What is that going to do, lady?
I mean,
that's not proving anything.
Diet going on, or
she's like, I'm not going to eat until you leave him alone. It's like, cool.
All right. I mean,
don't eat.
We'll check back in you in another month or so.
We'll have the paella waiting for you later. I don't know what to tell you, lady.
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
But she went on a hunger strike. Apparently, she locked herself in a church in the neighborhood that like he grew up in and like she grew up in, or she currently still lives. And she was on a hunger strike for like 2 to 3 days, up until the point that she like passed out and like had to get taken into the hospital.
I mean, again, I just don't know like what that was really gonna do. I mean,
Nothing.
now you're in a
He's
church and you're
he still did what he did, and not only did he do that, he did it on live television in front of thousands, millions of people.
yeah. I think if anything, you should have brought him into the church. You gotta
And I don't know what. Yeah,
purify his ass or something.
teach him a couple
'Cause
lessons.
I don't know what he's learning, but it's not right.
But everybody's like, yeah, like it was kind of creepy, and then people are in the comments kind of saying like, yeah, like all European people are kind of a little creepy like that, and I'm just like, all right, well, I'm not the one to make that judgment, but
Yeah,
I just know from that video that you just got to read the room a little bit, and you realize that that was not planned. It's not something that they do.
so let me ask you this:
What's up?
if you ever go to Europe and a guy just sees you and just kisses you on the cheek twice, what are you doing?
That's fine. I'll see. Like,
Is
I'll,
it though?
what do you about? In what way? Is it just like like cheek kiss?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
But
that's a part of the culture. It's a
I
culture
get
shock.
that. I get that, but it's just one of those things where I can't picture you being so subtle about it if a guy just comes up to you and just kisses you on the
I'm not gonna act like I'm not gonna act like the first time he's like, oh yeah, what's up, Francois? Like
Yeah.
like that's not like obviously because I'm from here, that's not what I'm used to. But I am already aware of the fact that over there that's normal.
Yeah, yeah.
So
100%.
that first time I'm gonna be like, oh, like I'm still gonna be like a little hesitant about it. But like if you talking about like I'm day 3 in France, I'm like, yo, what's good, Francois? Mwah.
I'm just laughing because like I'm the type of bull that like I would probably like pull my head back, but I feel like he will be even like
Yeah,
stronger
like,
than
nah,
me.
bro.
Like you getting these kisses, like
Let me welcome you.
like I'll be like, no.
Welcome to France.
Yeah, like I already know me. My head will already be trying to reach back, but it's not gonna win.
He's like, let it happen, more.
I'm like, no, bro, I don't want this. Oh man, yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
an interesting experience though.
Like I wouldn't be caught off guard, but I would let it happen and be like, I'm like, cool. I would hope that like, I can't imagine. I'm sure that's like an older person thing.
Probably.
I would imagine that the younger generation is just kind of like, yo, what's good, bro?
I'm pretty sure they do it like once in a while, but it's not something that.
But like 2 elders, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like elders amongst other elders, or like elders to older.
Honestly, I think if it's elders and elders, for the most part, I feel like they're doing more than just 2. They do like mwah, mwah, mwah,
Nah.
mwah, 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 like going back like 8 times. Like
Start shaking
shit.
each other's. Why do they like grabbing the face? Like
I don't know. I mean, like
obviously I'm like
they probably grab their shoulders too.
I'm stereotyping, but I feel like they do a lot of that. It's like nah, nah, like nah,
smack you on the head.
I love you. And it's like that too. And then also I like, so for work, I watch a lot more soccer than I used to, like European soccer. And I see the way that these like players like will touch on each other. I'm just like, don't get me wrong. I know in like football, like, slap ass.
Slap ass.
I'm used to slap ass.
Slap ass.
But then in soccer, sometimes it's kind of like, it's like almost like intimate. It's just like, yo, like if my boy touched me like that, I'm like, yo, like.
It's like, oh, good shot out there.
Yeah, like it's like,
oh, okay.
And it's not, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like, you know, do you, whatever you comfortable with. But I'm just like, yo, y'all really cool like that. Like this is your, like technically as much as this is a weird profession, this is your coworker.
True. Yeah.
You're playing a sport, but like sometimes they just be rubbing up on each other and like did he really need that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is, I feel like a lot that has to do with like sports, you know?
Yeah.
Like, sports is a very like touchy, and I guess because they know like, hey, you already like touch each other because you're out there in the field. Like, you know, you're not going to sit here and be like, oh, I don't want to touch them. Like,
nah.
So a lot of times I can see that, but you know, I don't know.
But me personally, like I'm very weird with being like touched like that unless it's somebody that I'm cool with. Like I said, like I would like, unless I'm like preemptively knowing that, like with the stuff with the cheek kiss or like whatever. Like I've had this conversation very recently where it's just like, even with like my partner, you know what I mean? Like I don't like people touching my face. That's a big thing for me.
I know.
So
not because I've done it.
Yeah.
I just say no. He's told me before.
So like, but obviously there's a different context when it's your like significant other, where it's like that's something that's like kind of bound to happen.
Exactly.
So they get a pass. But like if I don't know you, or like we not that tight, like why are you reaching to touch me like that? You should only be like dapping me up, or like if we dap, like you could pat me on the back, but like don't be rubbing on me my neck or my back or my pussy and my crack. Like you don't gotta be doing all that now.
And I feel like it's funny because it's just like the whole thing we were talking about with the cheek kiss, whatever. I feel like if we were to go over there, there'd be like certain people where we try to dab them up, and they'd be like, "What is that? Nah, get that out of here!" Like no, no matter what, you can't get away from it.
How you think Quinn would react? I know he's not here to say.
Yeah, it was fun. I was thinking about it. We were talking about it. I was like, I feel like again, Quinn, I think, will be like perfectly fine with it. Not
Yeah.
like to the T, but like
It would take him a second, but
if he wasn't first to receive it and he was the last person, he would definitely like
lean into it.
lean in. He'd be like, "Oh,
Ah,
man." Like,
it's gotta be,
yeah. I definitely can see him doing that. Like,
Yeah.
but if he was the first person, definitely he'll get caught off guard.
He'd be like, oh.
He'd just be like, oh, he'd be like, oh my god. Yeah,
Nah.
that's how I see it. But
I have now that I've traveled with Quentin, I just want to say this. I've always said this about him, and he knows this. He is the most like friendly and like able to make friends with anybody person that I have ever met, to the point that I genuinely believe it's a talent.
Yeah,
and I admire it because I don't have that.
Neither do I. Neither do I.
And I made this assumption, but I was still like, all right, let's see if this actually happens. I said, we're gonna go over there to him. I told this to him, and you're gonna make friends with everybody. Like you're gonna be like I'm talking about on our trip to DR. And lo and behold, we were there, and he was like laughing and making jokes with people that don't speak English, like a lick of English.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you do that?
I don't know.
How are you able to like break that wall without saying any words? I saw him on that boat talking to people that work on the boat that didn't speak any English, and they were still talking to him and like trying to explain shit to him. And I'm in the middle, like he's telling you to do this.
Yeah, like we didn't even say this on here, but we went to a place called Coco Bongo. Again, same situation. There was a freaking, I guess, security guard who was literally just up with him, just
chilling.
Yeah. He was just talking to him.
Every now and then he'd be like, like.
And I'm sitting here like, when did this happen? When did this happen, bro? We've been like jumping up and down, hearing music, seeing performances. Somehow I look over, you're just sitting here with your arm over him, just like fucking busting it up. I'm like, what?
Or like there were videos he would take, and then random people would just like employees there would like jump in, like, like, what's this my guy? Like,
and I'm like,
or he's getting like shots served for him, and I'm just like looking across from him, I'm like, bro, I literally looked at him, I was like, yo, again? I was like, you got another? I was like, you got another one? Like, how?
Yeah, I don't know. I sometimes envy it a little bit. I'm like, damn, I wish I could be like that a little bit, just a little bit, because I don't want to be someone who's just like they feel like they can't talk to. But at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know you people. For all I know, you're just looking to try to like get something out of me.
I'm working on it.
Yeah,
you know, I'm more like that when I'm not around you guys. Like when it's just me, I'm able to do that. But when I'm around you guys, I'm just like, yo, like these are my guys. I just want to stick with y'all.
I don't know if I feel like good or bad about that.
You should feel good. To me, it's just like, yo, like I don't like when I'm around you, I'm like, I don't need nobody else right now. Like I'm cool. Like I don't need to make new friends. But if it's just me, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Sit here in silence? Like I gotta get some shit popping right now. So then I'll be more social that way.
I guess I could see that. I guess I would be the same way too. Granted, I'm not always out in like public spaces where I'm by myself. But I feel like I could see that, Yeah. And I would say that, like especially when you're at a new job or something like that.
Exactly.
Like you got to make friends, you got to talk to somebody.
And now I'm learning like the importance of that as well, and just in life. So it's like I need to do it. I can't expect myself to just be like locked into what I know already. Yeah. I need to be able to extend my hand a little bit more to be able to move further. And I just heard, like, I don't know if you've seen it, but there was a clip I saw. Kevin Hart has like talk show, and he's like in a fucking wine cellar.
You mean
looks
where
mad
he
nice.
went and told Don Cheadle, he's like, damn.
That show. Yeah. So he had Issa Rae. I don't know if you know who Issa Rae is from Insecure, actress. She made the show. Yes. Yeah. She was on there with him, and I don't remember the full context, but she was talking about the idea of like when she met Kevin, that he was initially like, yo, like I'm a fan of what you do. If you ever need anything or have any questions, because you're new to like she's been around for a little bit now, and she's always been working for a long time. Like she was like on YouTube skits and like has just beyond surpassed that. Like she has like hit shows, writing, everything. She's amazing. But she's still relatively new to like being at the top of the top. So Kevin's like, yo, if you ever need anything, call me. I'm always a phone call away. And she talks about how like her thing is that she's very scared to do that. Like, you'll hear people say this, like, oh, like, let's hang out sometime. It's like, yeah, sure. And you're never going to hang out. She's in that sense. She's like, oh, like, he told me to reach out, but like, she said herself, she's like, he don't fucking mean that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that type of mentality.
Yeah, you could think like that, especially if you're like all famous or you think that person is like way too, like, I guess, high status. She's like, why would they want to hang out?
And that was her lie. She's like, yo, like, you have a million things going on. Like, how can I require of you to like be so responsive to me or like even be able to help me? Because you have your own stuff going on. Yeah. Same way we say, it's like, oh, like everybody has their own shit going on. How can I burden other people with my shit? That was her logic. And Kevin was like, yo, like, I hear you, but you can't you can't say no for other people. Let them say no to you. You have to extend the hand because he was like, I extend my hand to everybody. Like I call everybody. I bother everybody
So,
just because I don't know everything.
yeah.
And there's other people that be able to open doors for me, or even if they don't have the answer, they can lead me to somebody who does have the answer. And he's like, that's how I got to where I'm at because I'm not scared to do that. I'd rather them tell me no, and I'm like, all right, cool, I'll go to the next person. But you can't be afraid to socialize, network, and do all the other stuff. And I learned that too late in life, and now I'm just like I learned it like junior year of college, where I was like, yo, like that's really the only way you're gonna get anywhere is who you know.
Yeah.
So I need to get to know people. Even if it's a very surface level thing, I need to have that connection open. So I need to be able to fucking talk to people now. Because if not, just being good at what you do is not going to get you far. How many times you see people online or in your workplace or even yourself where you're like, yo, like I'm so much better than this person at the job, but they get more attention just because they are more social or they know more people or they, it's like, oh, how did this person get this job? How did this person get this whatever?
Yeah. I think for the most part for me, it's like I know a lot of people. I'm not gonna say I know like a ton a lot, but there's just always been the idea where I've always like known certain people. I've hanged out with somebody and then now I know that person. It's kind of like small stuff like that. But it's always, I guess, been like always like I guess the luck of the draw for me, where it's just like I've just been so lucky to have to like I've been able to meet that person. But I guess if it was in a sense where it's like if I was in the room with that person, just us two, I don't know. Well, obviously not just us two, but in a sense where I wouldn't like probably take that step to try to meet that person.
It's like
you know what I mean?
fully utilizing your connections as much as you can.
Yeah.
And and us being from where we come from, we don't have the luxury of having a lot of those types of connections, especially for what we want to do.
Yeah.
So we have to branch out. We literally work in a place full of other people that do the stuff that we do, and we don't branch out. We just record and we leave. Yeah. And that's not the best thing. Like that's not benefiting us a lot. We need to collaborate more. We need to talk to more people that do what we do and love what we do. Because that's just the only way out. You don't know who these people know. There's a lot of famous people that walk through here that they probably are cool with the like buddy with because I see it all the time.
Yeah.
But we're not utilizing it. And it's one of the main benefits of being where we're at right now. But that's just, sorry for that tangent, you know what I mean? That's just something that I've really been focusing on lately in the past couple of years. And I feel like that's the best way for us to make it anywhere. Because we already put the work in every week. We're good at what we do. Yeah. We've only gotten better over time. Yeah. And then we sit here, it's like, yo, like what is missing? And it's that. Because how many times have we seen other people that don't really do shit to the same extent or with the same passion or same dedication or same consistency get further along? And it's because they have other people that can help propel them.
100%. I definitely agree. It's also though knowing exactly who to, I guess, branch out to. There's certain times where you feel like
knowing the right people. It's just not about just knowing a bunch of people.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. That was my tangent for the week. We out of time. I don't want to keep going because it says we're going for a certain amount of time, but the camera started fucking up, so I want to make sure we're still good. Yeah. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for the love and the appreciation. We're going to close out this year strong. We're hoping the goal right now, I want to make a strong push for 2K subs before the year is out. Yeah. Mark, are you with me?
I am with you.
Let's try and get a collab popping. I contacted somebody. I'm gonna tell you about it once we cut off cameras. He hasn't responded yet, but I want to let you know on it.
The power of youth.
Yes. So more zombie videos coming soon. Reaction videos. We got to bring those back. Collabs before the year is out. Gonna keep putting out clips on TikTok and Shorts because that's what's gotten us to where we're at right now. We're at 1,500 subs. 2K is the goal.
Help us.
And I think we could shatter that.
I do too.
We're on our way to 1 million views on the channel. We're at 800,000 plus. Insanity.
Can do it.
We've already doubled what we did last year in every category. So we're growing and we keep pushing. And we just had our anniversary. I just realized that. 7 years. Can you fucking believe it?
I can't, honestly. It's been a while.
Yeah. But yeah, we love you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.